However, at that same time, there was a policy of this present administration that they were going to give certain groups of people visa on arrival to Nigeria. That you don't even need to ask for visa wherever you are coming from. Just come, when you enter, we'll give you a visa to enter Nigeria. And along the line, there were insinuations that there was a master plan, grand master plan, to make them Nigerians by giving them everything needed.
These are plans of
other nations. And it was not news when a sitting governor in Nigeria was telling us that the nationality of a Fulani man is that he's a Fulani. Whether it's from Togo, it's from wherever.
It's a Fulani man.
If that is a Fulani man, he should belong anywhere as a national of that country.
Yeah, I think I read again that West African state belongs to them.
So invariably, the easiest way to factor that population into your record as a nation is to make them part of you by counting them
along.
So that is just another a failed attempt. Do you know it was part of the things that created a lot of fury around Nigeria, that people were asking to have access to the waterways from Chad down to Lagos. So that some pastoral people will be able to do their business
on that.
So that is part of the policies they were after. And the House of Assembly almost went through that and passed it. I know they're still planning to get that done. You remember the issues of Ruga. So it's not as if the government did not know what it was planning to do, but it was trying to take it in stages and rush it through. But at the end of the day, because there was paucity of fund, either through miscalculation, misdirection, or misapplication, those things could not be pushed through. You know, the Ruga policy were accepted by some states, and they were given even money to start ranching. About 19 states in Nigeria. So all of these things goes to show that the census was suspect from the start. It was appearing that it intended to legitimize a population that probably is non-existent in the past. So now some people might not be happy about it, but I must tell you that a lot of money must have been spent.
That's my own grounds. Because we have trainings. Over 400,000 of them.
And they must have been paid, man.
And they must have been paid.
Yeah.
There have been assemblage of equipment here and there that they're going to use.
Exactly.
So they must have been paid for.
Yeah.
Suspending it at this late, because originally we ought to start the program today.
That's the point.
3rd of May.
So it was just cancelled some 72 hours ago.
Before.
Then it means as a nation we need to actually take a holistic look at this wasteful expenditure of the currency swap or whatever they named it, the designation of the naira, and suddenly they are saying maybe TBN does not have that money now. How much was spent to produce that thing that is not?
Have you read again that a governor said by June, federal government may not be able to pay salary again unless they print more naira notes or they borrow more. That did not sit well with me. I read it and I was like, because printing more naira notes
is that going to solve the problem? If you really don't have the liquidity and you just went to press to print
and you push it into the market,
it causes inflation, hyperinflation, because you must have things of value to back up printing naira.
My question therefore is, why is this government like this? Why is this government rushing everything? Must the government do everything?
Now the idea is that to me,
yes,
I think people are looking at it as a takeaway. we're about to leave the administration and the opportunities are presenting themselves. Unfortunately, I kept saying that the incoming administration should please not mention corruption about what they want to tackle. They should just leave agencies who are supposed to. They should not make
They should not mention corruption.
They should not talk about it. Because in the process of saying we want to tackle corruption, we have now seen hydra-headed corruption in the nation. Do you remember that about 800 million was spent to go and launch the logo of an airline that never flew in London?
Where is the Nigerian fleet now? Where are they?
No, I said logo that you can tell students to do a complete.
I know somebody who prepares this. Who will not take $1 million to prepare?
You understand? So now, as far as London, that we are launching a logo, we did not think of buying one aircraft for that airline. And so I look at us as dramatists. We are on a stage where it's unfortunate there is a tragic comedy. Because people are laughing at us, makes it comedy, but it's a tragedy for our nation. The country has lost it, and if anybody wants to run Nigeria, must be prepared to start from ground zero.
Ground zero.
Because there is nothing to step on. Nothing. The CBN cannot answer simple questions. You told us you wanted to change and redesign the line. In the first place, I've not seen it in the history of currencies where you go and, like, you put Robin Blue on to change the color of, because all the features are the same.
There was nothing new about those naira notes.
Just color. And if you are even used to printing, right? There are 4 stages if you are using stages of printing. Magenta, cyan, all these 4 colors. It's like just using 2 out of 4. So you won't get the full colors complete, and then you roll it out. It's unfortunate, but then that's what we pass through. And in recruitment process, because by election, when you elect officials, it's a recruitment process. And the recruitment process of our political class, we have to take another look at it. In Nigeria, when we were having elections in 2014, 2015, they said if it does not have school start, it does not matter. Now, does it matter?
No.
Now, should it matter now? Don't you think?
No.
Don't you think it should matter?
The normal prerequisite for anybody.
Because if people are coming to you,
what I say upstairs,
are giving you proposals that you must sign as the head of state, and you don't understand
the content,
basics, just the basics. You only need the basics. That will make it possible for you to ask the real questions. It's shameful when the West African ECOWAS region wanted to do a rail line, and they came back to say, look, the Nigerian prototype is good, but the funds are just
not available.
No. The kind of budget we use for our projects is opprobrious. It looks criminal to them that they can't present it. Are we not supposed to be ashamed that even the companies that are doing this, when they approach them, is not the same rate? Almost 200-300% difference. So you can imagine, suddenly these are the kind of monies we took as loan that we are expected to pay back. So people have made humongous gain out of it, and you want Nigeria to break even. The rail line, suddenly you are traveling from Lagos to Abeokuta, and they now tell you, okay, you pay 2,000 naira. Because by the time you factor the cost of that project, and you want to equate it with breaking even, the people will just laugh. Abeokuta too, they'll just take 300-400 naira and get out.
They go a month by Okada now.
So Ibadan to, I just said, wow, what? From Ojota, from Baga, you get 700 naira
to Ibadan.
It gets you there, whereas the train will drop you at Monia. You still have to go and find your way out of the deep place where their terminals is, and then go back to town with some other amount of money. So
now as it is now, because time is not on our side again, we will have to revisit this at any point in time. But then finally, you said Nigeria should relax. Will this be part of what we would expect when new administration comes around?
I think as a nation, it's not so much about the new administration. It should be about a rebirth. We need a rebirth. As a nation, we cannot afford the lavish lifestyle of our political class. We should let them know. As citizens.
I was hearing this morning again an advice to the 10th Assembly that they should not consider somebody who is discussing with EFCC.
Because there are so many of them discussing with EFCC.
Let's go this morning. We are sorry, we have just a limited time to discuss this morning. We'll save one time to come over this and we'll discuss it more fully when we have that opportunity, because we must go. Another program is on the way. Thank you for coming, Mr. Alari.
Thanks for having me. There must have been a time I was told 7:20.
Yes.
Okay, so on the way we had that. No problem. We'll do this another time.
Thank you for coming. To our viewers who say good morning to you, have a blessed Wednesday. Bye bye.